Yo, I'm not gonna lie, it's not looking good for the Golden State Warriors, bro. If you haven't heard by now, Draymond just punched the shit out of Jordan Poole. And I swear, looking at the video compared to just looking at the headline, like I thought it wasn't even that bad at first. When I saw the headline, I thought, okay, maybe it could have been an accident, maybe it could have been something else. But then seeing the video and seeing Draymond get up in Jordan Poole's face, seeing Poole push him, and then Draymond just freaking tomahawking his ass, it was literally shocking. It was like, bro, what is this even like? And people made the point like if this was any other team, people wouldn't have cared. And if we're being honest, they're kind of right. The Warriors are literally defending champions, bro. Like that's already a bad position to be in for this to happen. And then you got the whole contract situation with Jordan Poole and Draymond, because it's not like the Warriors can just like go over the luxury tax in order to pay him. They're already paying huge money to Klay Thompson, Stephen Curry, Andrew Wiggins. And then they got other guys on the team that they got to pay as well. So they have to pick somebody. They have to pick either Poole or Draymond. And it really depends on where the Warriors even want to take their future. Because Jordan Poole, whether people like it or not, is the future of the Golden State Warriors. Guys like him, Kuminga, Moody, those are the guys that the Warriors want to keep long term. And I don't see them ever wanting to get rid of them. And them winning it all last year just makes that even more of an emphasis for the Warriors to just not get rid of their young guys. But the thing is, Draymond has been there since the infancy of the Warriors. This is going to be his 10th year in the league. And he's basically like, some people might think picking between these two is a no-brainer and they would pick Poole, mainly because of how great of an offensive player he is and also the fact that he's a younger player. But to me, Draymond Green's value is way too much for me to just give away. The value that he provides with his playmaking, with his defense, even things that don't even show up in the box score, like his energy, his hustle, and on a good night, his attitude. Because while we've seen over the years with the Warriors, even during their dynasty run, Draymond has had a clear impact on that. But yet again, I wouldn't blame the Warriors for wanting to move Draymond. It makes the best sense for their future. And also, management might just be getting tired of his antics. I could go off the top of my head how many antics Draymond has had over the years. Literally getting suspended in probably the most important game of his career, Game 5 of the 2016 Finals, which inevitably led to the Warriors blowing a 3-1 lead infamously. If y'all remember the whole Kevin Durant thing where he was telling Kevin Durant that we don't need you and we win a championship without you, which was pretty much the deciding factor in Kevin Durant leaving the Warriors. Some people believe that if they won a championship that year that KD would have stayed, but knowing Kevin Durant and his behavior, I could tell that what Draymond said to him definitely got to him. And also, he just wanted to do it for his legacy. And then last year, the crazy amount of technicals and ejections that he got. The one time he got ejected against the Grizzlies in that playoff series, and he just started running around like an idiot, kind of like looking proud of the fact that, hey, like I just got ejected. And he was lucky because the Warriors ended up winning the game, but they won it by like 4 points. Who knows? He could have probably caused the Warriors to go down 2-0 just off of that ejection alone. And if I'm the Warriors front office, I'm definitely suspending Draymond for at least the first 10 games of the season. Because I feel like the Warriors' lack of disciplinary action towards Draymond over his antics over the years kind of makes him feel like, you know, I can do whatever I want. The Warriors aren't going to punish me. And the only time he's really gotten punished was by the NBA when he got suspended for that Game 5 and when he's assessed technical fouls and ejections. But I feel like this is the time where the Warriors front office finally decides, like, we've had enough of your antics. Like, you're not going to continue to do this. Because think about how embarrassing it is for the GM or, like, the owner or even, like, the head coach to see other NBA players even looking at this whole situation and, like, laughing about it or giving their 2 cents on it. Like, they shouldn't even be knowing about what's happening. Like, this should have been private. Which leads me to my next point. Why was this video even leaked? Like, whoever leaked this video in the Warriors front office or the Warriors staff should be fired. Because all of this stuff, all of these issues that the Warriors have right now are all internal. And seeing that the entire league and everybody in the world can see that the Warriors have internal issues, that only just fuels the teams that are looking to defeat the Warriors even more. Like, I just saw Ja Morant's tweet earlier. Ja Morant should not be knowing about the Warriors' internal issues. And as far as who's to blame for this whole situation, I think both Draymond and Jordan Poole are in the wrong. But if I were to say who's more wrong, I would definitely say Draymond, because you shouldn't have reacted like that. First of all, Jordan Poole was pushing Draymond because he got up in his face. Whether Poole said something that provoked Draymond into getting in his face, which there are speculations that Poole didn't even say anything that was worthy of that altercation even happening. Draymond is in the wrong for immediately resorting to just punching him, especially when he knows that that's going to cause chemistry issues and that's going to cause internal team issues. But in Draymond's defense, Jordan Poole should not be acting in such a arrogant way. Like, he should improve his attitude for the team. Because if we're being real, nobody likes an arrogant player. Nobody wants to deal with somebody who's arrogant and who wants to act like they're the best player in the world. So I could see why Draymond would get mad at that. But yet again, it shouldn't have warranted that reaction. But the thing that is really getting me is that this is going to affect the Warriors' chemistry. If this turns out to be a big deal like the Kevin Durant thing, this is legitimately going to affect the Warriors' legacy for the entire season. Let's say the Warriors go on a slump in the regular season. People are going to look back at this moment and be like, yeah, Jordan Poole and Draymond Green are really killing the team chemistry right now. Especially if more information comes out about this whole thing, or if something else completely different happens. And the thing is, the Warriors are built off of chemistry. That's one of like their main things that they rely on. And just think about guys like Klay Thompson and Steph Curry. Like, they have to be in the middle of all of this. Because what you don't want as an NBA team is a divided locker room. And thinking about somebody like Steve Kerr who has to coach these guys. Now he's in the mix and Bob Myers is in the mix. It's just a whole mess, bro. At least with Kevin Durant, we kind of had an idea that he was going to leave. Especially because of the media pressure. And of course what Draymond said. We had an idea that, yeah, Kevin Durant is probably out of here. But the other thing was, the Warriors, they could have re-signed KD if they really wanted to. But it wasn't an essential need for them. It wasn't going to decide the direction for the franchise in the next 3-4 years. The Warriors possibly losing Jordan Poole could decide their future. But the Warriors deciding to move on from Draymond Green, it'll affect their championship chances right now. And some people might think that, Jonathan Kuminga could possibly replace what Draymond could do for you. But A, he's only a second-year player, and you can't really expect that type of expectation out of him. And B, Draymond is one of the most unique players of all time in terms of just like what he can bring for you on the floor. But expecting Kuminga to have the same level of impact on the team that Draymond did is extremely unlikely. Overall, I do think the Warriors are still championship favorites. It's totally reasonable for anybody to have them winning the 2023 championship. The only thing is, A, how is this going to affect the team chemistry, and is it going to bleed over to the regular season? And B, what's going to happen in the 2023 offseason? Which direction are the Warriors going to pick? Or who knows, the Warriors might go make a decision outside of the box and trade somebody else. But yeah, man, it's not really looking good for the Warriors right now. And I could tell every other team in the Western Conference is loving it. But that's it for me in this video. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button for more. Make sure to hit that subscribe button. It really helps the channel. And that's it for this video.